Upon renting the supposedly underrated Days Gone video game, I held no anticipation for what surely would be the sleeper hit of the year. Or so I've read. This was my experience. Generic, boring, predictable, post-apocalyptic universe with characters that I don't care about and terrible dialogue. Check. Predictable open world menu complete with collectibles, trophies, progress on various activities, a map, a skill tree, a crafting system, and then some. Yep, this is AAA gaming, according to Sony fanboys. Boring scripted chase sequence that tries so hard to be more film-like than video game-like. The level of interaction here is very limited, and there's essentially no way to fail. What a great game. Why am I playing Daryl from The Walking Dead in this game? Or am I really playing as a discount Joel from The Last of Us? Either way, I can't really tell. Nor do I think it really matters, considering how boring the game actually is. Generic close quarters QTE gameplay? Check. Generic zombies who act like typical zombies do and just rush at you without any care in the world. And some clunky shooting mechanics. Some really bad use of artificial intelligence. And I also played this on hard, by the way, and yeah, it's not very challenging. Generic environmental looting where the game forces the player to search through these vehicles in order to accumulate certain items that are necessary in order to survive in this game's world, which isn't very fun, in case anyone didn't notice. Those are some really bad hitboxes, very clunky and just strange, which really showcases just how mediocre this developer is when it comes to designing physical-based combat. But hey, this game is underrated. Once again, this is what I've read on the internet. If this game wasn't ripping off The Last of Us before, it's certainly doing so now. I mean, could they have at least made the interiors look a little bit different from that game? I guess not. Oh, this is just fantastic. Apparently this game is open world, but really due to the nature of the mission structure in this game, you really only have the illusion of freedom, which is a common trope found in other open world games, but it seems to be an even bigger issue in this. Really? Generic madmen in a post-apocalyptic universe complete with the laceration fetish. How original. This hands down has to be some of the worst artificial intelligence that I've seen in a video game in quite some time. The enemy AI in this game is just so stupid. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about the zombies or the humans. They're both just dumb. Once again, where's the challenge in this game? Where's it coming from? This little part right here is unedited. This is actually how long the loading is in this game. It feels like I'm just spending an eternity waiting to get back to the game, which is boring anyway. Generic crossbow. Generic safe house. Generic massive amount of space that you have to venture through and really don't need. I mean, if you're going to make an open world game, at least have it stand out in some way to where it actually feels like the open world part of the game feels meaningful. This game clearly fails to do that across the board. Oh, and the cover system sucks in this game as well. Automatic cover systems typically don't work, and it doesn't work here. This right here would be fun if the shooting mechanics were actually good, but considering they're not good and considering how small the targeting reticule is on the screen, the actual crosshair, yeah, it's not very good at all. Did I mention the fact that the AI in this game is stupid? I mean, that guy couldn't see me before I started shooting at him. This is AAA gaming in 2019. According to Sony fanboys. Just wanted to put that out there. Generic town where NPCs just stand around doing nothing. Oh, and apparently they have this thing in this game called bounties where you have to turn in the ears of the zombies in order to get credits, which somehow builds trust between you and the town. Just why? Why is that a thing in this game? What do they even do with the ears? Eat them? And why ears? I don't get it. I don't understand. Whatever, man, with this fucking game. So I just completed a mission and I'm getting all these different rewards. But I really don't care. It's like, I've been playing this game for over an hour now. Well over an hour. And nothing about the experience has really drawn me into the game because the game is just so, what's the reoccurring word that I've been using throughout this entire video? Oh, that's right. Generic. How many open world games have had this feature where you sleep and the game goes through a day and night cycle, a time shift? It's like this game is just checking all the boxes. But it fails to get its core concept right, because the concept within of itself is just stupid. This game takes place in a post-apocalyptic universe where there's zombies, but you play as a biker who drives a motorcycle, one of the loudest, most obnoxious vehicles ever conceived by man. How does that make any sense? Truth be told, this game does have some beautiful vistas and some exquisite graphics, but everything else is just so below the bar that I really just don't care, which is a shame. It seems that they put all that extra work into the graphics for no reason. Oh, and there's not a fast way to go down this ladder. Fantastic. What a wonderful game. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. So the one saving grace of this game, which is actually the motorcycle, they even fucked that up by giving the player a limit on how far they can actually go before they have to refuel. You have to refuel the fucking motorcycle. It can run out of gas. Just why? Why? 737 days gone. Well, it's only been about 2 to 3 days gone since I rented this stupid ass game, and I'm already about to take it back to Redbox. So this right here is the draw, the main selling point for this game, which is the zombie hordes, which is very reminiscent of the World War Z movie, the one with Brad Pitt. So here's the problem with the horde. It's just a massive crowd of the same stupid, generic, dumb, simple-minded zombies. And it's so bad that they have to find a way to give the player a crutch. The game developers had to find a way to cripple the player to give the zombies a fighting chance. And that appears in the form of the stupid stamina bar that's just above your health bar in the bottom lower left-hand side of your screen. That's what the stamina bar is there for. It's there to cripple the player so they can't outrun the zombie hordes, because this Deacon character moves faster than all of the zombies in this game, as I demonstrated earlier in this video. This is just another example of some of the terrible design choices that went into the development of this game. So all these 9s and 10s and whatever else, all these high scores up on Metacritic from these fanboys. I don't know what game y'all were playing, but this is some bullshit.
But only if you promise to ride me as much as you ride your bike.
Yep, fuck this game. I'm done. Glad I didn't spend money on this bullshit.